Right next to me is a completely new redesigned two-row midsize SUV made by Honda, and it is set to compete against the Toyota 4Runner and the Jeep Grand Cherokee. Right next to me is the 2026 Honda Passport RTL, and it is completely all new redesign for the 2026 year. Now, just because it looks cool and will definitely stand out, doesn't mean it's worth it. And does this live up to the Jeep Grand Cherokee or the Toyota 4Runner? Well, in this video, I'll be taking you through everything this vehicle has to offer, and let's see together, is it worth it? Now, what are the price points and trims on the new Passport? Well, it goes RTL, which I have right here, the Trail Sport and the Trail Sport Elite. They start at $44,000 and go up to $52,000, and then some options vary in between there. Now, the vehicle I will be reviewing today is the base model RTL, but I do want to be open. This does have an additional option, $1,200 for these HPD wheels that make the vehicle's price just under $46,000. Huge thank you to Executive Honda for allowing me to use this vehicle for the day. Their information will be linked down in the description below. Let's dive right into it and start off with the front, because this front is big, tall, and flashy. Talking about big, I'm 5'8", and it's coming right up to my rib cage here. So at least this is probably over 4 feet tall up front. You have so much stuff going on up here. You have LED headlights, LED daytime running lights, and LED turn signals in this big piece right here. And I do like the LED daytime running lights. It's this C shape that's very unique. No other vehicle really has that. But I will say I do have a disappointment. In the Trail Sport model, these are amber, where this is white in this vehicle. Now I get it, there's a reason you want to step up to the Trail Sport, they have to give you some reason, but I wish these were amber as well, or had an option to switch to amber. That would be pretty cool. Now, what do you got up front here? You have Passport engraved all up front. People are gonna know you're driving the new Passport. It is blatantly obvious, completely all in there. It's kind of in your face, which some people like that and some people won't. Now, you have so much airflow for that engine. Airflow up here, and then even airflow down there. But this piece up here, you would think is airflow. That's fake. This right here is just a fake plastic piece. It is not actual airflow, which is a pretty big disappointment, I gotta say. This would be cool if that was actual airflow, but hey, it looks really cool as a design piece. You have the Honda badge right front and center. Now, this piece right here is actually electronic bits. You would think it's just kind of plastic and nothing. That controls the electronics for the adaptive cruise control. So watch out if you're coming close to things. You don't want to get that nicked, because that's going to be probably an expensive fix. And speaking of coming close to things, you do have front parking sensors on this vehicle. So down here, there's parking sensors that'll beep at you if you get close to humans, cats, you guys on the tripod, or another car, because it doesn't want you to hurt anything. Now, this piece right here is just blank. This is where the fog lights would be on the higher trims, but this vehicle does not have that, so you just have this blank little spot here. Under the hood is where Honda was not playing around. They went all out. This is a naturally aspirated 3.5 liter V6. It's producing 285 horsepower and 262 foot-pounds of torque. That's all going through a 10-speed automatic transmission, and all that power is going to all four wheels because it's all-wheel drive. Now, this engine does get a pretty decently low 21 miles per gallon average, which again is equivalent, makes sense for this naturally aspirated V6 engine. But I like what Honda is doing, because they have the CR-V and the CR-V hybrid. So it's like, okay, you want extreme more power and lesser fuel economy, go with the new Passport. Okay, you want a little bit more fuel economy, go with the CR-V. That's also a two-row family SUV. Now, the key fob of this vehicle is pretty ordinary. You got black plastic, Honda logo there. It's relatively simple, but has everything you want. Got lock, unlock, typical type of stuff. Hold this, the trunk automatically opens up. Give it a few seconds, and it is, what, maybe 6-8 seconds to open up. Then hold it again. Let's time it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 seconds, pretty fast. And then hold the lock, hold this, and the vehicle should remote start. And there it goes. The side of the vehicle definitely stands out. It gives it this more rough, off-roady, and aggressive kind of look. Reminds me of the Bronco. Now, you got this window in the back here that's kind of squared out, see into the trunk. You got a roof rail up top, and there is no sunroof on the top of this vehicle. You have to upgrade to the Trail Sport to get the sunroof up there. Now, these mirrors have blind spot monitoring built into them, but do not have turn signals on the side. And I don't know if you could see from this, the door handle down below, And even the bumper, or the fender here, it's all plastic. It gives it this plasticky feel, which makes sense. It's more of kind of a rough off-roady vehicle. So if that gets dirty, you just wipe it away real quick. You take a rag and it cleans up very easily. These are 18-inch alloy rims with all-season weather tires. These are the HPD ones that are $1,200 option. Normal ones are still 18-inch alloy rims. I'll see if I can put up a picture right now of the normal ones. Then with your keys in your pocket, just come up here, hit this button, then it locks, hit it again, and it, hold it, and then it unlocks. And that feature is also on the passenger side door, but it is not on the rear doors. If you like cars just like me, can you hit that subscribe button down below? Only takes 1 second, helps me out a lot. If I can hit that to shut again, thank you. Now open up the rear door and you're greeted to a lot of plastic. But what I gotta say is the storage makes up for that entirely. Because you have plastic, plastic, plastic. This is where the leather trim piece is, so you can rest your arm. It's actually pretty nice and comfortable. But you have storage here, storage there, a spot to put a cup holder, and even storage down here. So that makes up for it, because at least it's usable space. Now you have a speaker grill here, a speaker grill there, and then this black kind of trim makes it stand out. The rear seats are all leather trimmed, same as the front, so it's not like the rear is getting skimped out on anything. And these are super comfortable. They're super squishy, nice. The amount of legroom is very good. And let's see, headroom is actually phenomenal. I'm 5'8", so I'm not the tallest at all. And I got what? Maybe 5-6 more inches of headroom. 6-foot tall person can definitely fit in here if they want to. 2 rear AC vents, 2 rear USB Type-C ports, nothing down there, and no middle hump. Well, yeah, none at all. So if you want to sit in the middle seat, it's not like you're getting skimped out on anything. You don't have to man spread. You could totally go like that. And headroom is phenomenal in the middle seat. 3 6-foot tall people can definitely fit in here. And then if you have no middle seat passenger, you can pull this down for a cup holder armrest, and it's actually pretty nice and squishy. Open up the front door and you're greeted to pretty much the same exact door as the rear, which is really good because you still have all the storage. Up here, down there, and even down there. Now what I'm just realizing is you only have 1 speaker grill, not 2, where in the rear, you actually have 2. But where that replaces in the front door is two-way memory seat settings. So if one person wants to sit all the way up here, one person wants to sit there, they go in, adjust it, hit that button, automatically sets their position. And there's 4 window controls and they're all 1 touch down, 1 touch up, and mirror controls. Both front driver's seats are heated, leather trimmed bucket seats that are very squishy. Also, both are actually power operated. Usually the passenger is not and the driver is. So driver has forward, back, tilt, and lumbar. The passenger sadly does not have lumbar, but still has all the other forward, back, and tilt. Now before turning the vehicle on, I want to show you something. When you shut the front door, when you get in the vehicle, it starts to play a little movie. Like, that's kind of cute. I like it. I'm assuming you could turn that off in the settings, but I don't know. It's just kind of unique. Turn on the vehicle to push a start, and you are greeted to the best infotainment screen that Honda has ever had in any of their vehicles. I am 100% certain of that. This is crazy. The stuff you can do here is a lot. So you have these gauges right here, your digital RPMs and your digital miles per hour, and then digital miles per hour right in the center there. Now, you do have little analog stuff on the side, which engine temperature and fuel, but that is literally it for analog. What can you do in this? Because you can do a lot. You see these little kind of lines down here, these swirly things. You can go and move this around to AM, FM radio, USB, Bluetooth, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, or even Alexa. So if I want to go, again, I have it set on FM radio. It'll display the music there and actually the picture of the music as well. So if you're driving, you could see what music you're playing. But the right side has way more you can do with it. So you have range and fuel. Hit this scroll wheel down, and then you have speed, time, navigation. This will display your Google Maps up here. So if you want to go in here, actually might as well show it right now. Go to, if I can get to it, oh, where is it? Go to Maps. Let's say I want to go to McDonald's. I hit start there. It's going to show me on this screen how to get to McDonald's. So you don't have to look at this screen, just look at that while you're driving. And this can do a lot more. Driver attention, all-wheel drive torque distribution, pitch and roll, and seatbelts, which I like on a lot of Honda vehicles. So I'm not seatbelted right now, but if I want to go seatbelt myself, it's going to make a check mark there. So if you have kids in the back that are going crazy and they unbuckle themselves, you can just see this and look, okay, they're unbuckled, then go yell at them. But I'm not done with this screen. There's a few more things you can do. So you see the little car right in the center there? That actually is your car. So when you hit the brake pedal, those brakes will light up. I hit the hazard lights there. those hazard lights will show up on that little display. So it's like your little miniature digital car. It's kind of cool. But what if you don't like the roundness of the gauges here? You can go to gauge design and then hit bar, and it turns it more into, I guess, a Honda S2000 look, like a race car style design with the digital ones there. But what if you want a completely minimal one? You can just get rid of it altogether. And if you can want more minimalist, you can take this screen to be absolutely nothing, and over here in the customized display, go off. And now you just have bare nothing, your little car there, and the digital miles per hour. This vehicle is a leather-wrapped, non-heated steering wheel with paddle shifters on the back. This is your volume controls, voice controls to go to the next song and back. Over here is some of your safety settings. This has lane keep assist, adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitoring, front and rear collision mitigation braking, and it has parking sensors all in the front and the rear, I guess. So when you put it into reverse, you have a backup camera with moving trajectory lines. Now, it is not the clearest camera, but it definitely gets the job done. It actually does it very well. And you've got an up close and far out if you want. Now, over here is where it's going to show your front and rear parking sensors. So if I start getting close to something, it's going to show me, hey, you're getting close, and show a red kind of line and start beeping at me. The touchscreen in this vehicle is a 12.3-inch HD color touchscreen with wireless Android Auto and wireless Apple CarPlay, and it is by far, again, one of the best in the industry. It is super smooth, super responsive, and actually customizable. So you can go and hold this around just like your normal phone and change some of the icons around. So if you want the phone to be first, you can have that. You want Google Assistant to be first, you can have that as well. And it's not just that. You see this little kind of sidebar right here. These can also be changed around. So if you want to hold that down, and then I want to move to, I have an Android phone, so let's move Android Auto to replace the Apple CarPlay. Boot right there, and then hit that, and you got it right there. It's a little hotkey on the side. Super nice, and you also have some other stuff here. So swipe this, you have your audio there, your compass, a clock, your range, and some more Google features. You can start navigation, and it also has Google Assistant built in that can actually do some car features. So, hey Google, turn on the front heated seats.
Got it. Turning on the
and it turns on the front heated seats in the front. And you can do that with the AC, with other features like navigation, and get to different places. A lot of other manufacturers are starting to adopt this feature as well, but this has profile settings. What is that? Well, let's say you have 4 different people that drive this vehicle. You can go in and select 4 different profiles and set codes and lock, pins on them so they can't get into it. So this will set favorite radio stations, your Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, everything like that you can go in and customize, so when you hop in the vehicle, get in your profile, it's automatically set. Below the touchscreen, Passport is engraved in the bottom here. It's cool, it stands out. 2 AC vents, and you actually have physical AC controls. Yes, Honda, we like that. There's other vehicle companies that just go through the touchscreen. Physical, we want that, and it's super easy, clicky to use. It's dual AC, so the driver can have it set to be the Sahara Desert, and the passenger could have it set to be the Arctic if they want to. Very easy, and you also have rear controls that you can adjust the rear on and off, or even, hey, turn off their AC. Wireless charging pad right here, another spot for a phone, and then this weird spot, which every time in a Honda, I'm confused. Let me know in the comments below what you put it there. I've heard a pack of gum, a yo-yo, like there's other stuff. It's kind of odd, but 2 USB Type-Cs, a 12-volt cigarette outlet port, 2 cup holders here, and actually buttons for your gear shifter. Well, no gear shifter. So it's just buttons. So reverse, neutral, drive, sport. Very easy. Gives it actually more room here. You have your different drive mode selectors, and you have so many: sport, normal, eco, snow, trail, sand, tow. I've never seen as many settings in a vehicle before. Hill descent control, auto start stop, parking brake, brake hold, and then open this up and you have massive storage. Like let's see, can my whole water bottle fit in there? I think it might. Yeah, my whole water bottle fits in there. And I actually almost forgot, but this part is actual extra storage. It's a little secret hidden. So if you want to put your phone there, let's say you have it wired and hooked up through charging, you could just have it charging and resting there. The rear of this vehicle is definitely unique. It's very simple, but yet bold. It's a box in the back here. It looks like it came straight out of like Minecraft. You have rear visibility that's actually insane. This thing stretches all the way over. It's so easy to look out the back. Honda badge right front and center there. These are LED taillights, but they are halogen turn signals, where the front is LED all around. Now you have Passport engraved all the way in the back there. Again, people are going to know from the front and from the back, and even your passengers with that rear screen there, or the front screen, they're going to know this is a Passport, that's for sure. But you don't have any RTL badge, no trim badge. It's just Passport. It makes it a very sleek design in the back. I kind of like that. Now, you have rear parking sensors. So when you back up at things like you guys on the tripod, another car, it's gonna beep at you saying, hey, stop, no, don't hit it, because it doesn't want you to hurt anyone. Now there is dual exhaust tips down here, but they're not shown. I mean, I guess it's kind of cool how it's hidden and stuff, but there are two. If you've watched any of my videos, this is where I like to have some fun and fit in the back of the trunk. Other reviewers just say, okay, it has this amount of cubic feet and go on. I like to show you guys exactly how much space using me, a 5'8" person. So it fits 1, 2, and like, I guess 2.5 or 2 1/4 mats in the back here. It's actually a good amount of room. And you have so much little extra storage cubbies. On the left side here, the right side, and 2 up top here. You can fit as many things as you want secretly in here. A 12-volt cigarette outlet port, you can charge a phone. Also, if you want even more storage, just hit this button real quick and those seats fly down. And same with the other side. And now if I want, I can completely lay in the back here. I think this can fit a twin mattress. So if you want 2 people, can camp out. Secret storage is not over, because if you open up this little spot, you have more. That could probably fit 2 PlayStation 5s in there, hide it, and no one will know. Also, this does come with a spare tire, and it's actually kind of hard to lift up, but you got a spare tire, no fix-a-flat. Now, taking the brand new 2026 Passport out on the road, how does it feel? It feels special. This car feels really good out on the road. You're high up, you're big, you feel like the king of the road. The handling is softer. You're gonna get thrown around when you kind of turn. It's a bubbly suspension. It's not sport tuned, it's not anything like that. The potholes, you hit them, you feel them, nothing too crazy, but you definitely feel them. Road noise is actually very quiet. That was something that shocked me when driving this car, is I would expect road noise to be kind of crazy in this car. It's not a luxury car, but you barely hear any road noise. Now, I'm not going crazy fast. Maybe if you're going crazy fast or off-road, you're gonna hear it, but normal daily driving, not really hearing it. The engine noise though, you do hear that when you step on it. And let me tell you, this car kicks you back. 0 to 60 in 6.5 seconds, which is pretty fast. I drive a 2020 Chevy Bolt, and that's 0 to 60 in 6.5 seconds. So this is as fast as a modern day electric vehicle, which in my eyes is really good. And the technology in this vehicle is blowing me away. The massive touchscreen with Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, full digital gauge, all this can be completely customized to whatever way. They really sat down and thought of how can we make this good and customizable for people. It is super spacious, super comfortable, so much rear storage. The look of it is good. Honda really did go all out in this vehicle. They didn't skip around the bush, and I really like this. If you are looking for a mid-size 2-row SUV, definitely put this on your list. Now, I think it's the only 26 vehicle that's really out in general right now. So as the other vehicles come out, I'll start reviewing them. You can look at those and kind of compare the difference. But so far, this is at the top of the game right now. It's got the head start, but it's at the top. So if you're looking for a 2-row SUV, I would definitely put this on your list. But the real question is, what do you think about this vehicle? Do you like it, or do you absolutely hate it? Be honest. And do you think this is better than the RAV4 and the Jeep Grand Cherokee, or just absolutely worse? What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. And please remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell to keep updated with more content. And a huge thank you to Executive Honda in Wallingford, Connecticut for allowing me to use this vehicle for the day. Their information will be linked down in the description below.